Hey, did you heard of Clubhouse? Only with the beta version, Clubhouse is making the entire world into the frenzy. The Clubhouse is now on the fire. Invitation only, audio-based iPhone application. The Clubhouse is like listening in on someone else's phone call, legally. Here's everything you need to know about the Clubhouse, including how Elon Musk figured into its recent surge. It seems like every day there is groundbreaking changes in the social media world. Most recently, a new social media platform made its debut, Clubhouse. The Clubhouse is not your standard social media platform, it's purely conversational. Every social media platform has its features, and the Clubhouse is no exception. Clubhouse is different from other leading social media platforms as it has no status, posting, or photo sharing options. There's only one thing: audio. Clubhouse can be viewed as a trifecta: part podcast, part webinar, and a part conference. Users can listen to conversations, interviews, and discussions between interesting people on various topics. It's just like tuning into the podcast but live and with the added layer of exclusivity. Clubhouse is invite-only. You cannot just download it off the App Store and create an account. Much like a real-life country in the Yacht Club, you have to be invited to join by the existing members. It's like real-world elitism but make it virtual. Okay then, what is it? Here's a gist. Imagine you have an application on your phone that lets you listen in on other people's live conversation. The point is at the word live, but not in a creepy way. These people want to be heard. They may even be famous or at least listening or knowledgeable. And you may give the opportunity to join the chat, like the audio version of Zoom, webinar, and tech conferences. Think of it as an audio chat social network. Clubhouse has been around since March 2020 when it was launched by the Silicon Valley entrepreneurs Paul Davidson and Rohan Seth. In March 2020, it has just 1,500 users and was worth $100 million. But recently, it burst into the mainstream when Elon Musk hosted an audio chat on the Clubhouse with Robinhood CEO Vlad Tanev. The event maxed out the app conversation room limits and was live-streamed to YouTube. It propelled Clubhouse to top of the chart and sparked a scramble for the invitation to the exclusive services. BBC titled their conversation in this way: Elon Musk grilled Robinhood boss over GameStop row on the Clubhouse. Here's the summary. Elon Musk fielded a series of mostly softball questions on topics ranging from space travel, colonists on Mars, crypto, AI, and vaccinations. But at the last quarter of the interview then veered off radically when Vlad Tanev, CEO of the Robinhood, was brought in. Suddenly, Musk turned into interviewer and had Tanev unpack what had happened in the last week with the Wall Street bets debacle, the GameStop phenomenon. As of the first day of February 2021, Clubhouse has 2 million users. And Clubhouse has announced the forthcoming new features like tipping tickets or subscriptions to direct pay creator on the application. Having raised funding since its launch, Clubhouse is now valued at $1 billion and is considered a unicorn startups like Airbnb, Uber, and SpaceX. Again, where this conversation happened? Tech Summit as usual? Or TV broadcast? Actually, that is not possible. This can only happen in the free speech heaven, the Clubhouse. Then let's talk about the Silicon Valley's hottest startup right now, Clubhouse. From their functions, future portfolios, and how they can be so outstanding from other audio streaming applications. Then what kind of magic Clubhouse is? Breaking into the social media marketplace with huge companies like Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat is difficult, but Clubhouse is knocking on the door. Clubhouse is invitation-only application to connect with one another to have the conversation on a variety of topics such as cryptocurrency, sports trading card, local buns, and basically any topic one could possibly imagine. In only 1 year of starting up, Clubhouse skyrocketed to the $1 billion at valuation, straight go to the unicorn at only stage of the beta version. Now the Clubhouse is writing a new history. Once invited, users can search for the topics that interest them and join this room for some conversation. Users can join the room to participate or to be the audience member. And the room can have as few as 2 people in them or as many as a few thousands. On Clubhouse, there is no post, no pictures or videos, and no DMs to slide in. It's just a profile pictures and voice. Clubhouse rooms organize people into 3 groups: a host, moderators, and audience members. The setup looks like a virtual panel discussion at a conference. The host and the moderators control the flow of the conversation, like who can speak and when. Audience member can use the raise your hand function to join the panel on the virtual stage and speak. Again, this is all audio only. There is no video taken in any room. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, Facebook Mark Zuckerberg, and the singer Drake have all joined the platform since its launch in March 2020. It's not known how many users Clubhouse has, but the app has been downloaded 5.3 million times. At first, what is the Clubhouse? Founded in 2020, Clubhouse has quickly built a reputation as the next great place for people to meet, talk, and share ideas. Clubhouse is now the fastest growing social media application in the world, and it has a familiar group to thank for its recent success, a tiny band of Silicon Valley insiders who have wheeled the company into the virality. Since January, Clubhouse has climbed up the ranking of the App Store in country from German to Japan, drawing new users to audio-based conversation rooms on topics ranging from entrepreneurship to local politics. Late last month, thousands of people turned into the discussion between the Elon Musk and Robinhood's chief executive Vlad Tanev about the brokerage app's controversial decision to limit trading in GameStop and other popular stocks. That conversation drew so much attention that some users resorted to viewing the YouTube streaming after missing the room's 5,000 people cutoff. The event was boon for the Clubhouse and its early investors who have fused capital with content creation, spreading the app both inside and outside of Silicon Valley's chubby confines. Andreessen Horowitz, the venture capital firm, has played a central role, investing tens of millions of dollars in the platform. Last month, it led the $100 million financing that valued the company at about $1 billion. It has all the ingredients to be something sustainable and big, said Ben Rubin, co-founder of the workplace conversation startup Slashdog and the investor of the Clubhouse. Its next big issue is to trying to expand. The second, how does the Clubhouse work? The audio chat application Clubhouse is built for 2 types of people: the talkers and the listeners. Tesla founder Elon Musk is a talker. So is the Facebook Mark Zuckerberg. Robinhood's Vlad Tanev is a talker. As there are so many influential Silicon Valley figures like investors Ben Horowitz and Mark Andreessen, who have staked millions of dollars in a Clubhouse success, a regular user can be the talker too, although there is no promise anyone will show up and stick around. As a listener, though the application offers a smorgasbord of chat rooms on virtually any topic you can think of: foreign language practice, wealth management, Instagram marketing tips, therapy, a 24/7 lo-fi music streaming service. Toggling between public rooms on the homepage is simple. A listener can quietly drop, already muted, into the row of audience members and tune into the onboarding conversation. Clubhouse is a brainchild of the founder Rohan Seth and Paul Davison. Clubhouse was their last try, they claimed, at building the social application that aimed to be more human and driven by conversation rather than post. Speaking events on the app are set in the room, which are organized into a sort of virtual stage. The host and the moderators, who are given the prerogative to speak, controls the flow of the conversation, who gets to speak and when. As a listener, you can use the raise your hand function, but the moderator is in charge of handling the digital microphone if they choose to. If you're followed by the moderator or host, your avatar will be seated in the special section above general audience members, which makes chiming in much easier. And whereas these chat rooms are temporary one-offs, users can also join public and private clubs, which are loosely classified into categories like technology and wellness. They frequently update their schedule of upcoming events. The third, why so special? However, the audio chatting application and live interactive audio streaming is not their first try. There were Anchor, Bumpers, and also there was a service named TTYL. But Anchor sold to Spotify at a very low price, and the Bumpers pivoted to the video editing service. Then why the Clubhouse so special and get every investment from giant venture capitals? For the very first point, user-friendly. The UI and the UX of the Clubhouse are so friendly and straightforward. It's really easy to use the application. By clicking the room, you can join their conversation right away. And if you want to get out of the conversation, you can do it whenever you want. There's no alarm of in and out. Joining the club is so easy and accept any burdens. And there is no audio editing and sound effects. Using the application is clean and simple. That was my favorite feature on the Clubhouse. Whenever we use a TikTok or Snap, I feel like I'm standing middle of this computer world, far from the real one. I love video editing technologies and any kind of special effects, but not to that point. Sometimes those technologies hinder us to share a great deal of real conversation. As a founder commented that they want to build a more human applications, they did really well. For the second point, informative SNS. So far, the audio chatting application has measured a chit-chat with friends and colleagues with a very light, mischievous small talks. But the Clubhouse is focusing on sharing the information with the people interested in the same areas. Clubhouse recommends the rooms based on your preferences, and if you log into the Clubhouse with a professional account, they link you with a new friends. I guess this is more like live rainforest LinkedIn. So that's why Clubhouse is trying its best to invite Silicon Valley giant figures like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. For the third point, not like podcast. The reason for the failure of Anchor and Bumper is because they are not so different from podcasts. They record the conversation and make the interactive chatting room afterward. But Clubhouse does not offer the recording function. All of the conversations are live and cannot be replayed. This kind of feature helps them to be outstanding. If you got an alarm from the podcast, we might think that I'll be back and listen to the conversation in my comfort time. But at the Clubhouse, only chances are at now, this moment. For the last point, best timing. Clubhouse beta version service time was at a very great timing with the on-contact period. As lots of people are going to the virtual contacts, Zoom and online conferencing apps has been boosted. Same for the Clubhouse. Adding to that, the booming popularity of the audio-based system like audiobook, AirPod, smart speakers help boosting the Clubhouse. And now, the investors highly expect the Clubhouse future portfolios and promising potentials. Clubhouse can expand its platform to the paid subscription for special contents and the audio version of newsletter platform, and also can sell the functions for the creators, and even anticipate to be the next tech summit. The fourth, next of Clubhouse. Instead of photo or text, Clubhouse hopes to popularize audio as the next big social medium. It has drawn comparison to Snap for its explosive early growth and LinkedIn for its professional crowd. Conversations on the app are ephemeral, leaving no public trace after they conclude. The company has not settled on a business model, though its founders have discussed subscriptions, a move that could deter some people but also appeal to the privacy-conscious users who are wary of ad-based networks. Clubhouse, which is still invite-only and requires an iPhone to access it, has been downloaded about 3.4 million times since it first opened to the users early last year. Almost 940,000 people installed the application in the last month of January alone. And now its user growth is exponential without a roof. Clubhouse's value has ballooned with its popularity. The financing that valued the company at $1 billion came months after Andreessen led a round of funding that pegged its worth at 1/10 the mark. Many Clubhouse's earliest and most avid users have also invested small amount in thousands of dollars through a special purpose vehicle with more than 150 backers. Andreessen's partners have played the host to some of the app's most viral moments, including the discussion with Musk and Zuckerberg. Andrew Chen, who represents Andreessen on the board of Clubhouse, said in a blog post this week that the company grows explosively through the viral loops, the process users go through between joining the app and inviting new people. Clubhouse was founded by Silicon Valley entrepreneur Paul Davidson and ex-Google employee Rohan Seth and was valued at over $1 billion in its latest funding round. Our goal was to build a social experience that felt more human, where instead of posting, you can gather with other people and talk. Davidson and Seth wrote on the company's blog, "Our North Star was to create something where you could close the app at the end of the session feeling better than you did when you opened it, because you had deepened friendships, made new people, and learned." While Clubhouse has already built a strong reputation, is eyeing the future. There are plans to allow users to make money through the application from subscriptions, holding events, and receiving tips. And more people are invited. The buzz is sure to grow. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe to my channel and show your thumbs up. And I will hop around the world and bring lots of thousands of funny stories to you. Let's hop around together. Thank you, and see you again.